Mission log number 21, bro. Start date Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. Welcome back, all fellow space cadets and captains alike. Today's 5-year mission log is number 21. And today, I'm kind of between missions. Not in the sense that the mission has stopped. It hasn't. It's more like I've reached one of those quiet stretches where there isn't some huge objective sitting directly in front of me. I'm just here, listening to music, thinking, figure out what I want to work on next. Letting my mind wander a little bit. And honestly, I think that's part of the mission too. Because when you're constantly trying to accomplish something, it's easy to start believing that every day needs to have some huge achievement attached to it. Some breakthrough, some major development, some big moment that makes the day feel important. But that's not reality. Sometimes you wake up, you listen to some music, you think about life, you go to the store, you work on some footage, you make a video, you play a game, you talk to somebody, and that's the day. And that's okay. I've actually been thinking about that a lot lately. There are all these things I want to accomplish. Music, YouTube, the universe I'm building, the things I'm learning, the person I'm trying to become, the 5-year mission itself. Sometimes it feels like I'm standing at the edge of one thing while waiting for the next thing to begin. But maybe that's not really what it is. Maybe I'm already in the next mission. I just haven't figured out what to call it yet. Before I went to the store, I spent about 30 minutes walking up and down the driveway and training with my katana. Nothing crazy, just training. Repetition, movement, clearing my head. It's funny how something as simple as walking and practicing can give you some space to think. Sometimes you don't need to sit down and figure everything out. Sometimes you just need to move. That's kind of where I am today, between missions. Still moving. Still collecting footage. Still thinking. Still watching. Still learning. Still trying things. Waiting for that next idea to hit me in the face like a brick wrapped in the lightning. And while I'm waiting, life is still happening. Today I was lying here, listening to Big Crit, thinking about some pretty strange things. I started thinking about what comes after the Earth. Not space travel, not colonies, not humanity leaving the planet. I mean, what comes after this? What happens after this life? I've been thinking about eternity and about the people who have already gone before us. About whether they're already experiencing something completely different from what we know here. About what it means to become a new creation. About how long I've been alive before I ever understood any of this. And it's strange, because sometimes you can spend an entire morning just laying there thinking about things that are bigger than your entire lifetime. And then you remember, I still got to go to the damn store. Smokes, energy drinks, sodas. Back to the mission. And that's kind of the beauty of it. The enormous and the ordinary exist at the same time. You can think about eternity and still have errands to run. You can think about the universe and still have a video to edit. You can wonder who you're becoming while you're still figuring out what you're doing today. I don't think having all the answers is the point. At least not right now. Right now, I'm just trying to keep moving. 5 years is a long time. And I have no idea what this log will look like when I eventually look back at it. Maybe I'll laugh at this version of myself. Maybe I'll be proud of him. Maybe I'll barely recognize him. But whoever I become, he'll have this version of me to thank for keeping the record, for showing up during the quiet days, for documenting the days where nothing spectacular happened. Because those days count too. Such a day isn't massive. Such a day isn't some massive mission. There's no grand objective, no major breakthrough. Just another day aboard the ship. Another day of becoming. Another day of figuring things out. Another day of being alive. And honestly, that's enough. Mission status, active. Current assessment, between missions. Energy reserves, plenty. Trajectory, forward. Destination, still unknown. But the ship is moving. And that's what matters. 5-year mission log 021. Interest mission.